One night, a young lady named Emily was holding up at a transport stop in the wake of a monotonous day at work. She had missed her standard transport and was feeling restless to return home. The weather conditions were hopeless, with a downpour pouring down from the dark sky and a wild wind whipping through the roads. Emily pulled her jacket tight around her, attempting to overlook the water dousing through her shoes. She was looking at her telephone and paying attention to music when she saw a bizarre man standing a couple of feet from her, watching her eagerly. The man was rumpled, with unkempt hair and garments that were stained and torn. He had a wild, furious thorough search in his eyes, and Emily could smell the liquor on his breath from where she was standing. She attempted to overlook him, yet he continued gazing at her and edging nearer. Ultimately, he asked her when the transport was expected. Emily let him know that it was deferred due to the climate, and the man muttered to himself prior to plunking down on the seat. As the minutes ticked by, Emily's disquiet developed. The man was acting sporadically, mumbling to himself and squirming with his hands. He held moving nearer to her, and Emily could see the desire and savagery in his eyes. She attempted to seem retained in her telephone, however, her heart was hustling and she could scarcely zero in on the screen. Out of nowhere, the man jumped at Emily and got her arm. She overreacted and yanked her arm free, dashing away from the bus station. Emily didn't quit running until she arrived at the following bus station, where she fell on the seat, gasping and shaking. She was unable to accept what had simply occurred. She had never felt so terrified and defenseless. Following a couple of moments, she summoned the boldness to glance around and check whether the man was following her. At the point when she saw that the coast was clear, she called the police and detailed the episode. The police showed up rapidly and took Emily's assertion, promising to give their all to track down the man and deal with him. Emily was feeling better when the trial was finished, yet she realized that she could always remember the trepidation and frenzy that she had felt that evening. She gave careful consideration to continue paying attention to her gut feelings and having an arrangement set up for circumstances like this later on. She likewise promised to at no point ever allow herself to be surprised in the future, and to continuously know what is going around her.